Hello, before starting my video, I want to ask you a question. If you could have three wishes, what would you wish for? Maybe you want a lot of money, maybe you want a huge house, a new phone, or a perfect life. We all have something more important we want, and wishing for something better isn't long. But what if those wishes came with a terrible price? What if every wish took away something more important? Today, I will talk about a short story called The Monkey's Paw by W. Jacobs. This story shows us how dangerous greed can be and how we cannot escape our destiny no matter how much we wish for it. It also shows how love can become painful when we try to change fate. My theme is the monkey's paw. The author uses wishes, suspense, and tragedy to show us that we must be careful with what we desire because changing fate can destroy what we love the most. The story is powerful because it connects our everyday wishes with a shocking warning. We should appreciate what we already have instead of waiting, wanting more and more. In this video essay, I will first explain the story, then analyze the three wishes, what what they represent, and finally explain the important lesson we can learn. Okay, so the monkey's paw takes place in a quiet countryside home, far away from cities and danger. The main characters are Mr. White and Mrs. White, and their son Herbert. Even though their life is simple, they are happy together, talking and living a peaceful life. One night, a soldier named Sergeant Major Morris comes to visit the family. He tells them about his adventures in India and shows them something very strange, a dried monkey's paw. He says that a holy man in India put a curse on it. The paw can grant three wishes, but every wish comes with a powerful punishment. Morris warns then that people who use the paw suffered terrible consequences. He even tries to destroy it by throwing it into the fire, but Mr. White takes it out. The family thinks it's just a funny story and they don't believe in the curse. They are excited about the idea of wishes. This is where everything begins. The pub becomes a symbol of human greed. Even when we know something is dangerous, we still want to take the risk if it gives us what we want. The author builds a dark atmosphere to tell us something that bad will happen, but the characters ignore the signs. Uh, and in the second part, Mr. White makes the first wish. He wishes for 200 pounds so they can pay off their house. At first, nothing happens. They laugh and think the pearl is fake, but the next day, the story becomes much darker. Herbert goes to work at the factory like user. Later, two men arrive at the home with terrible news. Herbert has died in a horrible accident with a machinery. The company tells the family they will receive money as a way to say sorry, and the amount is exactly 200 pounds, the same as their wish. Instead of happiness, the wish gives them the greatest sadness of their lives. They lose their son forever. The atmosphere becomes full of tears, guilt, and fear. Mr. White realized that he used the pearl to ask for something unimportant compared to Herbert. Through this moment, Jacob shows us that if we try to change fate for our benefit, fate will twist itself to punish us. The story teaches us that money can never replace the people we love. This part is powerful because it connects to our lives. Many people think money can fix problems, but sometimes money creates new problems or destroys what truly matters. After the funeral, the the wife fell into deep sadness. Mrs. White cries every day, and her heart is broken. Like she's so sad. Evan thought she knows the first wish because tragedy. She cannot accept Herbert's death. She becomes desperate. Love turns into a dangerous force. She tells Mr. Wife to use the second wish to bring Herbert back to life. Mr. White is scared because he, he now understands the power is real and dangerous. But loves his wife and cannot refuse. He uses the second wish. He wishes for Herbert to return home. This moment is full of suspense. The author describes the house as dark, cold, and silent. We can feel the fear growing. Then suddenly they hear knocking at the door. Slow, heavy. Mr. White believes her son. No, Mrs. White believes her son is back, but Mr. White knows that Herbert died in a terrible accident. His body might be damaged or unrecog- unrecognizable. The knocking symbolized the terrifying cost of refusing to accept reality. Sometimes when we lose something, trying to force it back can make life even worse. Jacobs uses suspense to increase the emotional tension, and the reader feels both fear and sadness. This shows how dangerous it is to let emotions control our choices. Mrs. White tries to open the door, crying and calling Harper's name, but Mr. White makes the last wish before she can do it. He wishes for everything to stop. Silence returns. The knocking disappears. The story ends with a heartbreaking image. The street is empty and their son is gone forever. The wife lost everything. Their child, their happiness, their wishes, and their future. The third wish represents the painful truth. We must accept fate and move on. No matter how much we fight against destiny, it will come back stronger. This ending gives the story a shocking emotional punch and makes the lesson unforgettable. This story teaches multiple important lessons. Greed is dangerous. Wanting too much can hurt the people around us. Even when Mr. White already had a peaceful life, he wanted more, and he paid this. He paid the price. Fate cannot be changed every time the wise try to change their destiny. Fate punishes them even harder. Love can become destructive. Mrs. Wise love for Herbert is strong, but her desperation causes horror instead of healing. These themes make the story powerful and emotional. They also make the readers ask themselves, what do what do I truly want? Am I asking for too much? The story forces us to think deeply about our choices. We also see symbolism in the monkey's paw. It represents dangerous temptation. Suspense and dark tone make the story scary and tense, which keeps the audience emotionally engaged. So, in conclusion, this story make me think about my own life. Sometimes I want better grades, more things, or an easier life. But now I understand that I must be careful with what I wish for. If I focus only on what I don't have, I might lose the things that are already making me happy. The monkey's paw teaches us to appreciate what we already have and not try to change fate or something greedily, greedy or selfish. W. W. Jacobs wrote a story that is not just scary but meaningful. It gives us the warning that will stay in our minds forever. Be careful what you wish for because wishes always come with a price. Thank you for listening.